Hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? So today we're going to close out the August budget. So for our income, the hubby did $800. For my income, I budgeted $1,700 and I actually got $2,286. The renter was $400. And then side hustle, we did really well. We had to sell some extra things, which I'll explain, and it was $630. For mortgage, it is $300. The electric was $270. Propane, nothing, which I need to start adding to that because I believe it's going to be a really cold winter. For the phone, it was $241.85. That's definitely going to go up, and I'll explain that in a minute. Cable is $156.62. Internet, $77.27. The trash is $43. That's a sinking fund that we do, and it's every 3 months, so we let that just in a savings account, and then it is all there when we need it. Prime, it is $15.93. And then for pet, we did $60 for food, and then for medical, $40. Or medicines, I'm sorry, not the medical, the and then for gas, I gas up the Jeep, it was $163. The medical bills for me and the hubby was $0 for that. And then we get an allowance each. It's $100 for him and $100 for me. For emergency fund, I just put $25 in that. And then stuff I forgot, I did $200, which I'll explain that. Groceries, $411.21. I went over just a little bit on that. Dine out, $35. We did go out to eat twice, I believe, and it's cheap out to eat. I think one was breakfast and it was under $10, and then we had lunch another day, which is okay with me. And then religion, we do 10% of the income, and it was $331 on that. And then offering is $42. And then vacation, we did $50 to that. We were hoping to be able to take a few trips over the winter time. It's usually when we can go camping a little more comfortably than in the heat. So I put $50 to that. Christmas, $100. Home maintenance, $1,100. Explain that in a minute. And then for miscellaneous, it was $33.85. And household was $48.26. No clothes. Work lunch, I did go to lunch with some of the co-workers, and I left a tip and the lunch, and that was $19 on. For the side hustle, like I said before, we sold a desk, an office chair, some of my clothes that I'm still getting rid of. I buy them sometimes and they don't work out like I would like. I'm not comfortable in the way they turn, how I wear them or whatever, how they fit me. So I just sell them. And then we did have to get a washer and a dryer. So we sold the dryer we have because I didn't want to mismatch, and I couldn't find anything close to ours. It was a gray one, and they only have white and black, and I didn't want to have a mismatch. So our washer did break. There's a plate at the bottom that spins. It popped out, and the hubby screwed it back on, and it kept coming out. So we're done with it. We don't need the problem. So we sold the one we had for $200, and to try to retrieve some of that money, I sold a mirror that was I use it at Christmas time, and that's the only way I can get a wreath to sit on the fireplace, and I would just tape it on there. But I went ahead and parted with that mirror, and it does go to a dresser. So I sold the mirror for $50 and the dresser for $175. So for our sinking funds, there's the $43. I did do this different before I get into it. And I went ahead and took, how do I say this? last month's balance, and I added the amount I added and then subtracted the amount that we've spent, and I'm trying to make it easier on here. And this is the new balance. So we'll go over that. The trash, $43, so we're up to $174 there. The pet stuff is 100. We added 100 and it's $46.50. Dental, I didn't add anything. Emergency fund, I added the $25 to make it an even $1,500. Vacation, $50. Home maintenance, there's the part that I added for the dryer. That's all of this money, pretty much. And then the amount that I added from here on there. So the new balance is negative $211.17, and I think I'm just gonna pull that from the buffer. And I'm trying to build up the buffer to $1,000, but it's there for a reason, so it's gonna eat that amount, so we should be okay. I'll add it in next month. Propane, there's nothing there, or we added anything and it's at $400. Christmas, I added 100 and it's at $555. Clothing, I haven't spent any or added anything, so it's still $189.88. And then stuff I forgot, I put $200 in there, and that covers the phone that I had to buy. My phone quit charging. I guess the little charge port, it wouldn't hold the charger. It keep popping out, and I try to wireless charge it and it won't do it either. So I took it into an AT&T store, and they couldn't do anything with it. We called to get a insurance claim on it, and it was too much. They were charging us $400. So we went with the new phone. So I now have a 15, which is like a week or two before the 16 come out. I wish it would have broke. If it was gonna break, I wish it would have happened a month later. So this 15 would have been cheaper. But it is what it is. So we paid $213, which is the tax on a new phone. So that's what that is. And yeah, so I think that's it on the budget. So our income is $4,116. $39.62.99 was the expenses, which left us $153 that was going to go into the buffer, but now I need it for home maintenance for the washer and dryer. We did get both of them. We got some cheaper ones. We didn't go with the really expensive ones, but they match. They're both black, which I didn't want to go with white. There was white ones, but they were more expensive, so we went with black. Anyway, that is the budget for August. That's how it turned out. Yeah, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and hopefully my math is correct. I always worry that I get it wrong, and we'll have comments below that I added something incorrectly or something's wrong, but that's okay. Anyway, that is the budget for August, and I can actually move that since I don't need that anymore there. I can move it over because I do like the clear tab to go take me directly to it. So that's now all gone, and we have the new budget here. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video and will consider subscribing, and we will talk to y'all later. Bye.